Alright, so we're going to go through the lifting workout for the for the third, fourth, and fifth weeks. You'll see that there's a lot of Vertimax stuff on there, so you guys will have a Vertimax belt that I will put in the wall you can use, and again, just put it on, hook it up here in the front, and then you are good to go. Make sure it's nice and tight when you wear it. And you want to pull these things to the side so that they're a little bit more even. Okay, so you get the Vertimax belt on. The first thing you'll see are Vertimax box jumps. So you'll take this box and you'll pull it up nice and close to the front of the Vertimax platform. And then you'll have the red bands in the back that you will strap on to the belt, like so. And again, you can adjust the resistance on these bands by pulling down, or excuse me, pulling up, and then pulling to more or to fewer black bands on the red band. So you're going to come up to the box. We're doing sets of 10, 10, 10, 8, 8 for the first 2 weeks. So you're going to start right up against the near the end of the platform, and you're just doing a box jump up onto the box. Now obviously you have resistance, so you have to really make sure that you're getting low and starting in a good squat position and really driving your arms to get onto the box. So you're on the platform here, you're going to drive and jump up onto the box. Alright, and you come back down and you repeat those sets. So again, arm drive, make sure that you're really getting up on all the way onto the box so that you're not going to hit the edge and fall back. We're also doing, if you skip down a little bit, Vertimax med ball step-ups. So the same idea, you have it attached to the back. I'll grab a med ball, and it's just like when we do regular step-ups onto the box with dumbbells. You're going to hold a med ball and you're going to step up. You're going to drive the opposite leg up like this here, drive it up, explode up, really step and explode up onto the box. And every time you step up, you can't really see it in the frame, but when I drive my leg up, I'm also extending the med ball out. So it's here and out, and switch legs and out. So it shouldn't be a slow movement up onto the box. Hit the box and really explode up. If you need to adjust to give yourself a little bit more resistance, that's fine. The other one is the Vertimax sit jumps. So these are a little bit different. For these, you're going to actually have the box on the Vertimax platform. So you'll switch, you'll put the box onto the platform, just about the back 2/3 of the platform, and then you'll grab either the red or the white band from the middle. Now again, in the middle, the red bands are a little bit less resistance, the white are a little bit more resistance. So make sure you're choosing the right amount of resistance and the right bands. So for these, they're basically the same idea as vertical jumps from the Vertimax, except we're sitting, just to make it a little bit more static, right? So you're not landing and then just continuously jumping. You're going to start from a sitting position, just on the edge of the box. Don't sit all the way on the back. You want it so that your butt is just about halfway on, okay? So you're here, and from the box, you're going to drive up and jump, and you're going to come back down to the box, up, land, up, down, up, and back down. So it's going to be a little bit of different feeling. You notice that every time I jump, I'm driving my arms, right, and you're still trying to get as high as you can. It's just not going to be quite as fast and continuous as when we do it without a box there. So it's just a little bit of a different workout, making you work from a static position. The other exercise that you'll see, and these doesn't involve the Vertimax, are the forearm, or excuse me, whoops, it's over here. The knee up rotator cuff. So these are similar to what we did in the past with our seated dumbbell rotator cuff. We're on a bench and we're working it from here up. All right, we've done that one in the past. Well, this one's just slightly different. I'll see if I can do it on the box, because you ideally want to do it on a bench. So you're sitting on a bench, and now instead of sitting here, you're going to have your leg up onto the bench, and you're going to put your elbow up against the inside of your knee right here, and then just work the same movement, right? It's just down to about 90 degrees and back up. So we're putting it against your knee because it gives you just a little bit more stability, a little bit more stability, right? And it also works a little bit more on the back side of the shoulder as well. So it's rotated cuff, but it's geared more towards the back half versus just the front. Okay, so those are the knee up rotator cuff exercises. If we go to the core for that first workout, we're going to have cable pull downs. I will show you those here. I'll bring this over to the other side. Hopefully this gets you in the frame. But the cable pull downs, you're working. It's an ab exercise. So you're going to have the pulley set up basically how it is right now, just up all the way at the top, and you're pulling. You're going to have. So I'm going to my left right now. So you're going to have your left hand on first, your right hand on top of it. You're going to get in a good athletic stance. Pull the weight out a little bit. Nice wide legs, and you're pulling from here all the way down, just like that. You're going to turn that back leg, then bring it back and down. So you want to have enough weight where it's a good amount of resistance, but you're really driving down, and this is really working your obliques and your core. It's almost like working an axe, right? If you were to be chopping a tree and chopping logs of wood, it's the same idea where it's here and down, okay? Except we're just doing it with the pulling. So it's here and pull, right? Really be aggressive when you pull it down. And then you would switch. You do the number of reps to that side, then you go the opposite side. So it's here and pulling down, just like that, up and pull it down. Okay. So those are the pull downs for the second workout, or for the first workout. The only other exercise that you might not be as familiar with are the glute ham machine. And I showed you the video of this last time, but now I'll show you with the actual machine, just so you have an idea of what that's supposed to look like. So, you can see this here, possibly. So this is the actual machine, or the glute, or the hip and glute machine. So you want to make sure. For me, I would adjust the actual base a little lower because I'm a little taller. And so you're working a number of reps both across. So if I'm working my right leg right now, I would put the pad on my right side, stand like this, and work it up and across. All right, so you're working range of movement with your hip. So here and across, just like that. Make sure you give yourself a good amount of weight so that you feel a little bit. You do the reps with the right leg, and then with the left you would do glute, or the hamstring that is. So you're going to be now just turning around so that the pad is on your quad, and it's here, like this, and driving up and back and up. Right, so you see range of movement here, up and back. Good flexed foot, dorsiflexion of my ankle and my toe, back, and really drive it up. So you'll do a number of reps, hip one way, hamstring and glutes the other, and then you would switch this down to the other side, and then you're working the other way now. So now it's a left leg, hip, right, holding up on the top, working range of motion, and then to glute, hamstring, right? So here, and drive it up, back and up, just like that. So that's what those look like.